Hello and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one's going to serve as a thank you video to Jose Aldo and his illustrious career that ended, I believe, on a high note despite the loss, and I'll explain why. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Personally speaking, I don't think that Jose Aldo lost much. A matter of fact, the guy, in all honesty, looked really good against Amen Zahabi. Matter of fact, he almost knocked out Amen Zahabi. Emptied the gas tank and ended up being obviously dominated for the last few minutes of that fight to give Amen Zahabi the decision win. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that I don't think that Jose Aldo really slowed down much or swayed away from his game plans much, even though, he is using way much, less leg kicks as he's used to using, at least in the initial stages of his UFC career. But generally speaking, I think it's a case of the MMA world, specifically the UFC world, passing the guy by. What does that mean? I think the game around Jose Aldo has just elevated so much to where it left the guy behind. And despite the fact that, he's 38 years old, the guy really did not look terrible against Amen Zahabi, nor did he look terrible in the fight before Amen Zahabi. It's just that the level of competition at this point in the UFC is just, it's higher than what it was 10 and 15 years ago, obviously. Some may argue that Jose Aldo was never the same after being knocked out to Conor McGregor. You might have a case there, but generally speaking, I think it's not that Jose Aldo lost a touch. Maybe he lost a bit, right? But generally speaking, I just think that the level of competition around the guy has risen to the point where it makes Aldo look outclassed certain fights. Generally speaking, it was a phenomenal fight, UFC 315. Even though it was a loss for Jose Aldo, I believe it was a fantastic performance. I mean, he almost knocked out Amen Zahabi. I think that fight was performance of the night. And it's one of the best fights of the year so far. So thank you, Jose Aldo, for all the memories, and thank you, Amen Zahabi, for giving us a phenomenal fight. Obviously, you have to give credit when credit's due, and I think the loss last night takes nothing away from legendary fighter Jose Aldo. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more.